me see if this is trying to get my dog on here. She tripping. Okay. My dog Dre in the building. Got the shit to work.
Yeah, yo, but you still not there though.
Man, I think that was my. It might have been my other phone that was tripping. I don't even know. No telling. But what's good with you, my dude? What's goody?
Yo, I can't complain, but yo, I can't see you. You know what I mean? I don't know if everybody else can see you.
That shit wild, man.
Nah, yo, everybody can see you. I just can't see you on my actual tablet. But on my cell phone I can see you, so it's all good.
Okay. So you got your cell and your tab going?
Yeah. So that I can text into the chat.
Okay. So what you doing? You must got it on your front camera then.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. You got two things going. It's all good, bro. Man, shit. Once again, though. Okay, we're gonna start this over. This is shadow boxing with Dre Moe, man. This is all things shadow work. This is all things childhood trauma. This is all things accountability. This is all things people that's looking to really, really do the inner work. You know, not necessarily here for the overly fluff shit, the overly love and light. Everything is all good. Now we're going to tap in on the importance of knowing your lower nature and knowing your higher nature, and how we're going to bring those things all into a cohesive unit so we can actually continue to navigate these planes of life and truly get to that point where we're self-masters. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole point of this whole journey for myself and for others who might not necessarily understand it is to master yourself, master your emotions, and to become a master of all of these things so that you can 100% continue to ascend to higher grounds. And that's what we're building on. But it definitely starts with, your inner work, your inner dialogue, and being okay with the idea of dealing with yourself, mixed up in a world where everything is instant gratification and everything is based upon how can I become something before going through the steps. So we're going to help you guys with practical tools, you know what I'm saying? And, perhaps even nurture you guys a bit, give you comfort on the journey, because this shit can get lonely. Because a lot of people are looking for real shit, you know what I'm saying? And here on Shadow Boxing, we're going to spend a lot of time with real practical ways to heal yourself. We're not skipping steps. We're not talking about how to manifest a new fucking bike. We're talking about how to deal with the stuff that needs to be dealt with within. And I'm gonna let my guy Dre go ahead and fill in a little bit more and give his thoughts as well.
I think in today's day and age, a lot of us are really running from our true selves, and so as we run from our true selves, we are building up trauma. We're building up hurt from holding back our true authenticity, and a lot of it just stems from religion and just not knowing how to truly deal with things that are just upfront and just really hurtful. Like a lot of people just push stuff to the side and just let stuff just fester and grow and become infectious spirits throughout their whole mind and vessel. So I think we just got to start right at the bottom and work our way up to the crown. So we're gonna start at the root chakra. We're gonna start red, and we're gonna go all the way up to the top white.
That's
Lower
crazy.
Egypt, Upper Egypt.
That's Egypt. Crazy. I wasn't even thinking about that. So you got the little red in the background. So
yeah,
if we had to
red and white.
jumpstart, what's that?
I got the red pillars, white ceiling.
Absolutely. And then when you think about the pillars, man, just the importance of when we're talking about our light self and our dark self, and not being able to ignore the importance of being able to honor both of them. You know what I'm saying? You need those two pillars in order for you to actually navigate through these planes. You need both sides to hold each other up. So that is the balance that every sage has spoken about over these years. And there's a lot of what's up, Kid Vicious in the house. Salute to the homie. Alien Gang in this bitch. Y'all know what time it is. Shout out to my guy. Yeah.
Shout out everybody just showing us some love and just really trying to find out more about what we talking about and what we're going to bring to the table every time we hop on the platform. I mean, it don't got to be something that's planned out. It's going to be organic. And if you guys have anything that you want to bring up, if you have any trauma in your life that we can help uplift while we also are uplifting ourselves, I mean, just let us know, because we all going to heal at the same time. That's
Yeah,
what healing really is. I
that's some real
mean,
shit.
knowing that other people are also going through the same things that you have went through. So if you say your journey, somebody else's journey can also heal at the same time with you. It's all about building each other up, because we, at the end of the day, are all we really got. And we look at each other, you shouldn't see the separation. You should see that balance and that flow between self and self.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you think about the ideas of, aspects. I think we spoke about aspects the other day, and realizing that we have many aspects within us. And when you're doing the healing work, you're able to actually decipher these different aspects that you have in you. You know what I'm saying? So, because that comes from healing different things that perhaps I would say past lives or even ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of I believe ancestors, they live in us. Once they leave hit this realm, if they didn't finish their work, they live within the the bloodline, and then they can live through all different spectrums of your bloodline. So if you're um thinking about different aspects, how we generally, I would say, magnetize aspects of ourselves. That's what law of attraction really is. It's like they say, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So a lot of times when you're, magnetizing certain situations that may be, I would say, less desirable, it's really just a reflection of what you need to, well, pay attention to in yourself. So that's why the healing work is important, and being able to sit with these different things that may be just laying in the crevices that you never gave attention to because you was in a rat race, because you was in survival mode. You were always in a mode of always trying to please this person, get validation here, and you get a chance to really delve deep into that work and look at these areas. Not only do you have compassion for these areas, but you begin to grow from these areas because you realize that it's a part of you. And like I said, a lot of it goes back to this generational stuff, man.
In a lot of these aspects, we also create ourselves in hurt. I mean, growing up, I always thought I was ugly. So then I came up with these little things like, yo, I'm this person, I'm that person, so that I didn't feel ugly. I mean, Mo, you tall, so growing up, you 6'5" early, and everybody else is shrimps. You look like a man. You're not getting no girls because everybody else they look like children, and you look like everybody else's dad. So you getting no girls look like somebody's dad. You got a mustache, you got a beard. You 6'4", you 200 pounds already, 12 years old. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so like so. I created these little concepts in my head, like, oh, I'm the gorgeous dude. I'm this, I'm that. So I came up with these things to help me find my way through. Oh, come on, man. Don't be on that Kobe stuff, man. Don't be on that Kobe stuff.
Nah, and that's cool because you use your imagination, and you didn't allow your environment and your circumstances to become you. You determined at a young age on what you wanted to be for yourself. You dig what I'm saying? And I feel like that's something that got to be in you. I feel like a lot of people, you have people who become, like, I would say, more of a leaders and stuff like that. It was something already in them. So you already had something in you that knew that, like, nah, I'm not. I'm going to tell myself what I am. So once you got older in life, you realize the importance of being able to determine what's what for you. You dig what I'm saying? And realizing that,
Yeah.
you started doing healing work early. You did. So that's a very powerful thing. And I feel like that's going to be a great thing for the show because you from experiences, you know what I'm saying, you've been able to, shift your consciousness into, make yourself feel better because in the end, it's all about self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? So if anyone or anything outside of us is helping us, or I would say pushing us to look within and look at ourselves and be like, that gives us an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It's no longer a time where we're looking at triggers as a bad thing, because a trigger is 100% something that you can go back and pay attention to and be like, okay, why am I triggered by this? So instead of lashing out at the person for calling you ugly or calling you too tall, you literally go back and be like, okay, why is this bothering me so much? Because the truth is, if it bothers you with this person, who is probably, like, a lot of times, some people are unintentional about what they say in your presence, but it bothers you. But for you to lash out on this
Definitely.
person, I didn't even, my intentions wasn't to hurt you. So that lets you know that these are emotional signals for you to go back and take time to be like, okay, why is this? And it always tends to go back to some childhood stuff. And and once you
Yeah,
realize that, man, you
without
can
a
have yourself in your healing journey.
Yeah, like I always tell people, you got to be self-scientific, man. You really got to go in and do experiments on yourself because you're the only person who has these feelings, and nobody else has these feelings, and nobody else know you're having these feelings. So if something makes you uncomfortable, you're like, damn, I got to go back and write this down. I got to put this in my notes that when this person said this to me, or this song came on, it triggered this. I had a flashback of this. So you got to realize what hurts you and what uplifts you. So once you find out the two differences of that, you realize it's the same energy. You know what I mean? So if something's hurting you, the opposite is what heal you. So I'm just here just trying to be self-scientific and just shadow box with myself so that everybody else can hear my story, hear your story, and feel like they're healing their own story at the same time.
Yeah, and that's typically what shadow boxing is, man. It's not something that you're gonna, knock out in one round. You dig what I'm saying? It's a bout. You know what I'm saying? So you really do have to treat yourself, your mind, your heart, and everything like a workshop, because that's what it is. And really being on board for the healing journey and participating daily in your healing journey, moment to moment, it gives you more space to be able to monitor how you're feeling, like you said, because these emotions and these feelings that you get in your gut is really showing you where you need some healing and something that you need to actually pay attention to. But a lot of times we're missing out on these opportunities because you know how it is. Brothers be high as a mug, too drunk, sex, and we try to do so many things to actually replace these emotional feelings and these things that we feel, that we don't allow ourselves to even be like, all right, where is this coming from? You know what I'm saying? So you spoke early in the beginning about getting to the root, and and nothing gets fixed until you actually fix the root cause. So, that's my suggestion to anybody. Like, I feel like a lot of people want to keep moving forward in their life. They want more and more and more and more. They want to manifest this without addressing the issues that's going to, not only help you get there, but to hold these things. If you're not in condition to be, you know what I'm saying? You have to be in the conditions in order to hold a level of prosperity and abundance or whatever it is you want to move forward with. But if you're not conditioned to do so because of all of your unaddressed wounds, shit, once it comes, you're not even gonna recognize it or hold it.
Yeah, now you're gonna block that blessing because you never open up the space for the abundance to actually reach you. I mean, like you have to open up all the closed doors in yourself. Like everybody got closed doors. Everybody has something in them that makes them shut down. It could be your grandma. It could be your mom not being there for you. It could be your dad walking out. It could be this. It could be anything. I mean, but you have to be able to open the doors for yourself because can't nobody else open the doors for you. I mean, me and Mo can't open the doors for you.
Nope.
We can crack the door for you and help you realize some stuff going on, but me and Mo still got to do our own healing journey. So it's all about just being responsible and uh damn, I can't think of the word. Responsible and
Accountable.
uh, yeah, thank you. Accountable for
Yeah,
yourself.
absolutely. You know what? And that's the crazy thing, man. When we talk about like triggers and people that might trigger us, as much as we want to be mad at that person, they actually doing you the favor. They the ones that activate, because you just said basically, nobody can do it for you. But on this journey, life will show you different people who can actually activate these things within you, whether it be good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can talk about some of the negative things, but, more on the positive side of things. There's certain individuals might bring the best out of you. You know what I'm saying? How you ever been around somebody, you hoop with somebody, like, man, nigga, when you get on the court with them, they just make you feel like you can dunk over nigga, like they bring the best out of you. And then when you don't play with them no more, you don't play as well. So the point
Yeah,
is,
facts.
you got it in you already, but it definitely took this, let's just say this other individual to bring that out of you to know you already got it. So it's like, I remember growing up when I was hooping, right? And there are certain times where I wasn't as confident, in certain components. It was like, damn, I wasn't confident in the most important times. And it took this one coach, well, a couple coaches, to kind of like bring that out of me, like, man, you. And then once he brought it out of me, I was able to like hold that frequency and amplify that frequency. So that's the point. The person itself just can't keep doing it. They can only be a coach. They can only guide you. They can only bring it out of you. But it's up to you to actually amplify that, grow it, and that takes
You gotta be the
practice
dog.
and awareness. These things don't happen just because you want them to. It has to be an intentional. You have to be 100% on board with the idea of anchoring these things that's already in you and bringing them out more consistently.
Yeah, no, like it's you need the best version of yourself to be out there all the time, and like sometimes it's a coach, sometimes it's your dad, sometimes it's an uncle, but most of the time it's got to be you. Most of the
Yeah,
time it's got to be you, and and you got to really find that dog in yourself. It's hard.
yeah,
It's hard to find that dog in yourself when you're not used to having to push yourself. If you're sleeping on the couch all day, you're not doing anything to motivate yourself. All the other things are going to come in and just wipe it out. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be there putting in the work in any aspect, in anything that you do, you have to put the work in. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Healing, basketball, going to the gym, trying to lose weight, dieting, trying to sleep better. Yo, you got to put work in. You know what I mean?
yeah.
On everything.
Exactly, bro. You have to condition yourself to live in, because it's like you said, people want all of this stuff, bro. People want the big house. They want all of this material shit. They want everything that is involved with gangs, right? And I get it. But I think Jim Rose said
Success.
it. He's like, yeah, everybody want to be successful, but they're not conditioning themselves in order to be able to manage success when they get it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we see so many people with their quote unquote overnight fame and this, that, and the other, but you know what I mean? There is as much as people get this stuff, they always fall because they don't have the foundation in order to hold these things. They don't have the discipline. They don't have the inner intuition that you need in order to navigate in certain fields. They don't have the vocabulary. They don't have the wisdom. They don't have all of these things that it takes overall conditioning. That's why they say even with men, right, or just people in general, like they don't necessarily come into wisdom into their 40s after they've had a great deal of experiences. They had the money, they had the women, they had this, we've collected so much data over these years on what worked, what didn't work, why did this work, when it worked. And then when you get to the point where you like, 40 and, early 40s, you get a chance to like do like a halftime break, a slight review of everything and be like, all right, cool. What can I apply that didn't work? But okay,
You
what can I get rid
know?
of? You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, but you want me to get a 20-second timeout and just reassess everything that's going on right here. Yo, we need one shot right now. I need you to go around the pick, come off and shoot the three and knock it down. Yo, because
Right.
this is all the practice.
Exactly. You conditioned yourself. So it's almost
Yeah.
like 40, bro. Shit turned up. I feel like the margin for error is a bit smaller just because of that. You know what I mean? Because now you're an adult. It's like I feel like we had our grace years to where it's like, all right, you fucking up, you doing this, that, and other. Like seriously, like yo, the fact that I made it here, bro, is like a miracle.
Yeah. I,
Was that
I've done a lot of fucking up. I've done so much fucking up that there should be 1,000 people on live stream saying, "Yo, this nigga Dre has been fucking up a long time and shit." But
But like, hey,
But
what better people, in my opinion, to perhaps lend some support to others though. You know what I'm saying? The fact that we understood ourselves as, you know what I mean? I always felt like I was a conscious dude, but my body and my system and my programs wasn't necessarily in line with it as much because the obvious, you know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit, stuff that I grew up with and then I perpetuate over time. So what happens is until you like really start doing that shadow work and that you get a chance to go back and see where these leaks started. You're like, oh damn, I've been doing the same bullshit since I was 16. And then in my mind, I'm like,
yeah,
I gotta turn this leak. I have to. Not because, well, shit. Everything because I need to move forward because it's like you can build up all of this muscle and shit. You can do all of this shit. Your house can be, but then if you got those leaks, bro, this shit always gonna be leaking out. Anything that comes in is going right back out. You never able to. So it's like I'm grateful for my transgressions so that I can actually speak about my transformation and recognizing the
not that.
transformational period, not just a one stop shop. This is an ongoing process. Self mastery is an ongoing process. The healing and self
Yep.
development process is an ongoing process. This ain't no shit. We just yeah, we just have a conversation. Nah, we here to actually. I believe I'm at a stage now where I can share so much in abundance of information on how to do this because I've been doing it for so many years. I've been chipping away, chipping away, chipping away, chipping away, and now I'm 41 to where I'm just like, all right, cool. I feel like I have enough solidity within myself to feel comfortable enough to share some of these practical ideas for others, so they can get on their journey and begin to master self.
Yeah, nah. I'm definitely there with you, man. I've had a crazy journey, man. I used to model. I did this. I did that. I was in the streets. I was doing everything. I've been doing everything so much that I lost who I was doing everything else. I was
Yeah,
partying. I was having women. I was gambling. I was a poker player. I was doing this. I was doing everything that people are just doing now. I mean, I was doing that back when I was 19, 20, 21. Now that I'm 42, I look back like, damn, I hurt a lot of people and I hurt myself more than anything else. I mean, because growing up, we had these certain expectations of ourselves, and we think that you're gonna go to the league, you're gonna do this. Oh, I'm gonna be in Hollywood. Then you're 30 years old, like, damn, I'm just sleeping with women every day, and just, you know what I mean? So, you
yeah,
know what I mean, just so it takes growth, and once you get to a point where you can look at yourself honestly and look in the mirror, like, yo, I shouldn't have did that, but I needed that at that moment. I needed all these
yeah.
experiences to become the man I'm going to be now. Because back then, you didn't know you're going to be in this spot now to be able to talk to people and help usher in healing for somebody else through your journey. You know what I mean? So it's very powerful throughout the whole thing. You know what I mean? It's just super powerful because everybody needs this, man. Everybody
Yeah.
needs it.
That's beautiful, bro. And I'm so happy my journey, I'm so happy my story didn't end at 30, 31, 32. You know what I'm saying? I'm so happy that I was able to get to this phase where I can actually not give a fuck about some of the things that I used to. You know what I'm saying? Understanding.
Yeah, I lost you, Mo. I can't hear you. Yo, can y'all hear me? Cause I can't hear Mo no more. Yo, we still live? And I'm looking at two different screens. I mean, so